Dartford 2, BTFC 1. Chris, we had it all in our hands and we bottled it today.
Yeah, it's a theme that's occurred a few times this season. We can't be happy with that. We can't be happy with lapses in concentration at the back, especially towards a game when we were fairly comfortable with that, weren't we? Playing pretty well. Thought maybe the penalty decision for them was extremely harsh on Charlie. It seems 6 of one, half dozen of the other to me. As was definitely a penalty. We could have had a couple more penalties. I think Adam Cunningham's fouled quite a lot. They targeted Adam first half, but generally, I mean, it's a good game of football to watch if you're neutral, but for the Billericay fans, it's a bit of a nightmare.
Well, the two biggest highlights of the game today was defensive errors at one end and then not taking our chances at the other.
Yeah. I thought the turning point of the game was going to be Mark's brilliant penalty save. He was outstanding again today, Mark. And when we got the penalty and Jake buried that, I thought, here we go. But I did actually say to Lee, we've got to be careful because he's a bit of a reflection of the game down at our ground when there was a penalty missed, penalty scored.
That's all your fault, you jinxed it.
Yeah, you could say that. So unfortunately it turned out to be that way, and they got 2 very, very late goals, and it's, as I said, not the first time, it's not the second time this season it's happened, it's about the fourth time it's happened, I think. So,
but if you look at it, our 2 games against Dartford, it could have got us 2 points. Them 2 points would have probably now made us more secure.
Well, we would have done, without a doubt. I mean, we've gone back down into 7th place again, but these things happen. So,
so who was your BTFC man of the match today?
Mark Smith. I thought he was excellent. A lot of players had really, really decent games. Adam Cunningham was winning everything, throwing himself around all over the show, making himself a right nightmare. Him and Bonner were having such a tussle over here. I thought it was going to end up in fisticuffs, but to be fair, both of them played excellent games, and that was a really good battle to watch. I thought Joe Kizzy played really well, as did I have to say it because his dad's sitting next to us, but no, I thought he did really well. I thought Charlie Wasmer was good. I thought Jake Howes was good. You know, like couldn't fault most of the players. As soon as we moved Jake more centrally, second half, it looked better for us. And Adam flicking the ball onto him, but it's just going to be one of those days, isn't it?
One person that you haven't mentioned that I don't think gets enough credit, and I think is the reason Waldron ain't in the side, is Jack Paxman. He's a fantastic midfielder. For me, what he does is he creates a lot attackingly, but then he'll run back, win the ball, and switch it straight back to us.
Yeah, I didn't mention Jack. He was absolutely superb as well. His footwork, his close footwork it's a pleasure to watch, and he's tenacious. He doesn't give up, and you know, the amount of chances he created, unlucky not to score again today as well. Early on in that first half there, very, very decent player, great signing for Billericay, that.
And now, obviously, before we get too ahead of ourselves, we've got Bath, and that is the knockout competition right now for that final playoff place.
We need 3 points next week, there's no 2 ways about it. I think Bath are fairly safe, aren't we? So hopefully they'll come down to the AGP. Looking forward to the playoffs rather than looking forward to that match next week, which means nothing to them. But I would have to go for a juggling match. We can't afford to take effort off the ball. We can't afford to sit deep. We need killer goals. We're missing the killer goal week in, week out. We're missing those killer goals and not burying games when we should do. You know, and we're letting other teams back in. So we need to work on that big time and quickly.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Lee, do you want one?